Okay. Wait. Are we supposed to
No, I
synchronize it?
say 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Yeah, or at least we're gonna try. So 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
That
You
was
know
way
what?
off, but all right.
That's okay. You know what? That's good enough.
Look, so I'm gonna ask you a question, and then you're gonna answer it, just so you can like sync it up easier.
Yeah.
What's
That's good. Oh my God, you're taking over the podcast. No.
no? This is just for like the test. This
Yeah.
doesn't start. The podcast hasn't started yet,
Yeah.
technically.
No, it's
okay.
fine.
So
it's
it's like,
fine. Yeah. Okay.
it's like, what's up, man?
I'm good. Yeah, that's pretty
Cool
good.
beans.
Beans. I love
There you go.
beans. Yeah.
Beans are pretty cool.
Oh my God.
All right, so you might as well just start it off with your intro or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Fuck. Where did my intro go?
That's a good intro.
Okay. Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the Manpreet Show. Wait, fuck. No, what's our podcast called? Oh my God.
You don't even know what it's called.
Bro, this is so last minute. Oh my God. Hold on.
Didn't you asked me like a month ago?
Yeah, but I haven't done anything in between.
Why?
Okay. Hello,
Oh my God.
lovelies, and welcome to the Lovely Show podcast. Today we are interviewing. Wait, how do you pronounce your name? I've only seen it written down.
Zarkflappysheep.
Okay. Hello, lovelies,
You
and
got it.
today, fuck. Hello, lovelies, and welcome to the Lovely Show podcast. Today we'll be
What?
interviewing Zarkflappysheep. He is known for his famous Gumball animation and the Office parody that he did, though he's got a few hidden gems in his channel, like his Benny Worm sequel, which I personally like.
Yeah, really? You watched that one?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, he's an animator. He does live action stuff on YouTube. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I try to keep my forms of content pretty varied. YouTube doesn't really like that, but I try, like, for example, in the past week, well, not this week, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, I did this whole event. Were you there for that?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, so I was gone from YouTube for 6 months, which is an insane amount of time, but I was working on this big music video, this animated music video for this guy, and I wanted to come back with like a bang, I didn't want to just like post a video and come back. So I did a whole week, like I made a bunch of videos in advance, and then I did a whole week where I posted every single day. And in that week I had, let's see exactly the numbers, hold on a second, but like I tried, like the content itself is pretty like unique from each other, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, here, let me show you.
Yeah.
So the content, like I posted, let's see, it's loading, sorry about that. I posted I posted 4 animations, including the like trailer for the event. I posted a short film.
Right.
I posted 2 short animated skits. Actually 3.
Right.
And then I posted a 8-minute long video essay about a movie.
Right.
So I try to keep it like as varied as possible.
Yeah,
you know?
so you're like your YouTube channel is really like a man of many trades sort of YouTube channel, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's what I like to say.
Right. Okay, so I've got a list of questions to ask you. We'll go through them, and then afterwards we'll see if there's anything else we want to talk about. You go with that?
Yeah, that sounds great.
So the first question is obviously, how old are you again? Because I often see a lot of comments on your YouTube channel about your age and things like that. How old are you exactly?
No one truly knows, but it's kind of a joke to me at this point. On every like social media platform that I make, because I'm on TikTok as well. Everybody is always like dying to figure out something about me, like my real name, my age, my gender, stuff like that. And like on YouTube, it's been my age for the longest time. You can find it. It's not that hard to find it. It's in a video.
Right.
It's like in an actual video where I say the year I was born.
Right.
But it's like, I guess it's like kind of an old, like it was last year. Not everybody's seen it, so it's like, you got to be a true fan to know the age. So
you're sort of sending people on like a quest, like a duck hunt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also I've set loose trails all over because I've said that I'm 20. I've said that I'm actually 12. I've said that I'm 84. Random places on the internet, so it's kind of hard to figure it out.
Are you 84?
I actually, I mean, I know that I've been trying to make it like a wild goose chase, but I actually am
Right,
84.
right, yeah, yeah,
Um,
you know.
yeah,
I
I
always
was actually
suspected
born
that, you know.
in. Yeah, well, I like, after going through like the Industrial Revolution, I kind of like, I feel like I kind of accustomed myself to the internet
Right.
in a
The
way,
Industrial Revolution that happened almost like 200 years ago. You were there for that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Right. Um. So next question. How did you get into animation on YouTube, and what were your biggest influences? Because one thing I've noticed about a lot of your animations is they are sort of like reminiscent of a lot of Newgrounds animators. Is that? Would you agree with that connection?
That's I definitely like intentionally or not. I know I've been influenced by people like Egoraptor
Right.
and but not too many. Like Egoraptor is a big one. Like I used to be obsessed with him when I was a kid, and I honestly can't think of that many off the top of my head. I'm sure there's others that I watched, but I like one of my one of my biggest influences, and it's like such a weird channel, is Speedaru. I don't know if you've heard of him. But he is also he's on Newgrounds as well, but like he's also very active, like not very active, but like he has like I don't know, I think like almost 900,000 subs on YouTube, so he's got a pretty big channel. But it still seems like he's almost like underground, even though he has that many subs, and it's because like he only posts like once a year, and these animations are like always amazing. Like I can never like they're so great.
Right.
Like I used to like just like me and my friends had all these inside jokes just like based on his videos, just because they were like all like classics the moment they come out. You know what I mean? So I think that I was definitely influenced by him in a lot of ways. I can't say my animation is as good as him, but I was probably influenced. I also one of my other favorite animators on YouTube is Worth the Kids, which I'm not actually influenced artistically, which people
Oh my
are
god, I
like,
love Worth
I
the
don't
Kids.
know,
I love that guy. Holy
Worth
shit.
the Kids is
Yeah.
great. But have you seen the Joker video?
The Joker one? No, I fucking love his burger series though. Holy shit. No.
No, my Joker
Oh,
video.
you're yeah, I fucking love that one. The one where
All right, yeah. So a million people are saying about that one and also my monkey video. They're all saying that oh, it looks just like Worth the Kids, and I could not agree like less.
Right.
Like I don't think that, like, first of all, Worth the Kids uses 3D modeling for his art style, and also like I just think we have totally different characters. Like I don't see any resemblance. Like of course I love him and I've been watching him for years, and he's probably one of my favorite animators on YouTube. But like I'm definitely not artistically influenced by him, and I don't see how people see that.
I guess he just has like a very like general YouTube animation style that's just sort of reminiscent of everybody or something like that.
Exactly. It's like people have said that, and also Jack Stober, which is even less. Like, what are you talking about?
No, I don't see that
Like
connection at
it's
all.
like people see an animation on YouTube, and immediately their mind goes to like one of three animators that they
Right,
know,
right.
and they just say like, this looks like that, and that's it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But I was like, I've been watching animators for a long time, so I was definitely, that probably pushed me in the direction. But I started off, my YouTube channel did not start off with animations. I started off with like all these weird, terrible skits and live action stuff when because I think I started in what was it? It was either 8th grade or 9th grade. It must have been 8th grade, but it was like I just started off humble beginnings. I made a bunch of videos, and I had this weird. I feel like back then somehow I was less myself than I am now, because like I was so influenced by like like Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and all those
Right,
people.
right.
So I had this weird like YouTube persona that I would use. So I'd be like, "What's up, guys? How's it going?" Like I would talk like that. So it was very interesting because I was a fucking 8th grader, so I was like this baby talking like that, and it was very strange. But I graduated eventually. I because I took an animation class at my school,
Right.
and it surprisingly, that class taught me like absolutely nothing. But it must have like, I know that I started animation before then, because I got this weird Flipnote Studio on my computer. It was like the most primitive caveman animation software you've ever seen, and it was like there was no layers, there was no nothing. Like it was awful. But I tried my best to make it work, and I went on from there, and I was working on like just stuff in general. You can find like I have all of my animations that I've ever made on my YouTube channel.
Right. You've
You can
never
find like
taken a video down?
No,
Really?
I haven't. I think I took like, I took like maybe like 2 of the old videos down just because I thought they were just like terrible
Right.
videos.
Oh my god.
But like all the videos of me like way younger, which usually people my age would probably be really embarrassed about that. Of course I'm embarrassed, but like I think it's good to show how you started.
Yeah, that's true. It's just like most content creators, I've met usually just like, they just delete it because they're just too embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah, their early stuff. Even I've done that a lot. Yeah.
Even if I wanted to get rid of stuff, I feel like I would never delete it. Like I don't know why they would like delete stuff because you can literally just private it and you can still have access, but no one can see it. Because like I know YouTubers who like really regret deleting their old videos because they just like full on delete it forever. And it's like, what? You can just private it.
Yeah.
But I started off like that, and then I slowly went into animation, and then I took this animation class, and I was like, oh man, now that I'm gonna do it for school, now that I'm actually have a purpose and like I'm gonna get a grade, maybe I can do like a really cool frame by frame animation because I was already kind of into that stuff. And then he only allowed me to use motion tweens, which if you don't know what that is, that's just sliding a drawing across the screen. So he didn't even let me use frame by frame animation, which I was already kind of skilled in. So yeah, so I made this amazing short film called Swordmaster,
Right.
and it looked like absolute garbage, and you can find it on YouTube.
My god.
Yeah, it looks terrible, but the sad thing to me is that I know it could have looked awesome if he had just allowed me to use frame by frame, because you'll see it literally just looks like I'm playing with puppets basically, because I'm just sliding JPEGs of characters across the screen.
Right.
Because I didn't have an option.
Wait.
And I was like, dude, and like my first idea for it, I think I still have like the freaking character sheets somewhere in my room, but like I had this whole idea for it, and I was like, man, this is gonna look so cool. I want to like, because I was inspired by all these short animations on YouTube that I've seen.
Right.
Which there are like, this is a really surprising amount of cool little short animated things that definitely influenced me in a way. But they're like these really small, like some of them only have like 20,000 views. But I wanted to make something like that, and I just didn't really have the opportunity. But after that, I kind of continued on. I just kept developing my skills, and I think I improved at least a little bit.
I'd say your animation skills are pretty good. Your Joker video was honestly,
Thank you.
You're
I'm glad that I'm getting like more people who, because my It Gave Birth video, the Gumball one, that like blew up absolute hell.
It's huge.
Yeah, I think it's like about to reach like 19 million or something.
Isn't it at 65 million already? I might be wrong.
65? No.
It's been a while.
Oh my god.
Hold on, no.
But it's
I'm
like,
searching it up right now.
Yeah, look it up.
I swear it's 65. I might be way off. No, it's 18.
65.
It's 8 million. Okay, the other it gave birth to is like 6.7 million. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's 18 million, right?
Yeah, it's 18 million.
Yeah.
Well, that's still huge. Of course.
Dude, 1 million is huge. It's fucking it's ginormous.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
I mean, yeah.
But I'm not like that video. I'm proud of that video. I think that video is pretty well animated. But that just like spawned in the absolute worst fan base you could ever imagine. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure these kids are like 7. Like,
do you hate
it's
your fan
awful.
base?
And
is this what you're admitting on air?
Yeah, I hate my fan base. No, like of course I appreciate people subscribing.
Right.
That's great. But I make like these videos that are definitely not aimed at little babies.
Right.
Oh
so my god, you're roasting your subscribers.
It was depressing for a while, honestly, because like I would just like check comments and all of it just like, it gave birth, like just random garbage like that, and like it just didn't stop for a while. Thankfully, it's died down a little bit. Like I'm fine. I'm cool with 18 million views. I don't need it to go up anymore. But that spawned in like most of my fan base, which is kind of sad because that's not really the people. Like I'm pretty sure everybody who subscribed from that was like, oh, this is like a meme.
Right.
Like this is a meme channel. Like that's not really what my channel is at all.
Well, what is your channel to you? Going off of that.
To me?
What is your channel about?
What do you mean?
Like what?
Like about?
Like what to you? What is the aim of your channel? Like the type of content that you want to push out?
Right. Well, as I said before, I want it to be varied. So I never want to stick to one thing.
Right.
But sadly, as I said, YouTube doesn't like really promote creators like that. So it's like my animations are usually the only videos that actually do really well, even though I
Of
put a
course.
shit ton of effort into everything else as well. Um, so it's like people come in from the animations, and then they don't understand like what the channel is, and then they're like, I'd rather, and then they don't watch like the other videos that I
Right.
make because they're not animations, and I would much rather have a smaller fan base who are more actually like appreciative of the content I make, because if I have 100,000 people subscribed and I get like 5,000 views on every video, like I mean I honestly like that's just not that good. Like I would rather have 5,000 if I'm gonna get 5,000 views. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I know that's not really how YouTube works, but like I would much rather like a fan base who actually appreciates everything that I make.
Right.
And I know for a fact that the people who subscribe from It Gave Birth or subscribe only want like meme videos.
So it almost sounds like you sort of regret the success of It Gave Birth.
Somewhat,
Right.
yeah. A little bit, yes. I like obviously I'm very happy about it, but like it's strange because with the Joker video, thankfully, I think that's actually gaining in. I was gonna say I think it's gaining in some better people because as you might know, I just hit 100,000 subscribers.
Oh my God, wow.
You should add in like an applause right there.
I'm
when
not
I say
editing
that,
this. I'm just exporting it. I'm not putting it.
But like I just hit 100,000, so that's amazing.
Right.
And but I'm glad because I think I'm getting a lot of subs from this Joker animation, and I think it's great because one, it's aimed at an audience who is not 7,
Right.
and it's I think it's a bit funnier than the It Gave Birth one, if I'm being honest. I didn't make the audio, but I actually I like even with the It Gave Birth one, I try to like put my spin on the audio. So
Right.
if you go and like watch the original, like I put the link in the description. But like if you watch the original, you'll notice that the timing is all different and like the ending is different and stuff like that. Because like on the It Gave Birth one, I animated it like differently from the actual video, and then I added my own like like the wood plank falling on the floor and stuff like that, and I added all that stuff in. So my like if I ever animate over audio, like chances are I'm gonna always want to add like editing to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want like the original raw form. You gotta edit it around your storyline or whatever, right? Yeah.
Right, exactly. Like on the Joker one, it's very subtle, but just not just the timing and the ending, but like also I added like the creaking of his chair when he hits the little phone, you hear a little like click and like stuff like that, just little stuff. But I think it totally adds to it, and I think that that's what I'd rather make than just like completely stealing audio. But like I think that people, because I'm getting a lot of comments that are like actually appreciating the other content. I'm also getting comments that are appreciating the animation, which I love because people are pointing out like little details that I added, and I'm happy that people are actually pointing it out. But people are coming over to my other videos and they're like, wow, this channel is like a gold mine. There's so much different content here, and I'm just glad that there's people coming over from that who are a bit more appreciative of the content that I make.
Well, good on you. That sounds great, honestly.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Moving on to the next question. One of the biggest fears that most of us content creators have is that like our family and friends discover our videos. Is your family aware of your videos, and how do they feel about them?
They are aware. Sometimes I wish they were not. They don't watch. Chances are they don't watch any video unless I tell them that I posted it. And it used to be like when I first started, because I was a little boy. I had to ask them before I posted a video because they were like, "Oh, the internet is such a dangerous place," so I couldn't like make whatever I wanted and posted it.
You? No permission needed.
No. You can, but like as a rule in the household,
okay,
that's what I mean. Yeah. So it was like that was that whole thing, and eventually that kind of just faded out. Thank God. Because like I'm sure they would not appreciate my my more edgy content, but.
Right.
They are aware of my YouTube channel. They are very aware of it, and they're very aware of my videos.
Right. But
they're also they also passed away because I'm 85.
Right.
So
yeah.
They passed away a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, but they're so cool.
Right. Did they pass away in the Industrial Revolution or like what? Like
they actually passed away in the Cold War.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they were both partnered up.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah, it's interesting. Did someone at your door?
Yeah, shit. I don't know. My brother can get it. Whatever.
But yeah, I like they are aware, but I just like if I don't want them to see a video, I just don't tell them about it, and they just they don't really check my channel, so
Oh,
it works out pretty well.
damn. That's pretty nice. Yeah. I wish I
Yeah,
was that lucky.
yeah. Like I'm starting to like do you know Super Mega?
Yeah, yeah. I'm aware of them.
Yeah, okay. So they made this whole song that I think is an absolute banger. But I wanted to make this music video to a song called No Nut November, and as we all know, that's a very funny
That's
topic, but not so funny to parents, I assume. So I like I want to make like a whole like animated thing for that. But I guess like I just like wouldn't tell them. Like I'm not entirely sure how it works, but I know that like at least from what I can tell, they just don't really watch videos
Yeah,
unless I tell them that I post
that's
it.
true.
So it should be fine.
Yeah, my family's the same way. Like, I'm very blessed to be in a family of like fucking boomers or like technologically boomers, whatever. They don't know how to access YouTube or whatever. So
Yeah. My mom is getting a bit more tech savvy lately.
right.
Like she can
Oh
like
God.
look at my grades online. Jesus
Great.
Christ.
Holy shit. Wait, you're still going to school? I thought you were 84.
I'm actually doing. I'm actually. Uh, uh, I'm in college.
Unless
So.
you've been lying about being 84.
No, no, I'm finishing up
Right,
college
right,
before I go away.
right. Okay.
Before I pass. My-
just one final.
fun one last fun-filled year.
Let's see. What's my next question? Okay, this one's kind of stupid, but yeah, I'll give it. A lot of your humor on your channel does revolve around sort of like self-depreciating comedy. For example, that
Yeah.
one video you did where like the specter sees you and yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
all that. So is there any content? Will you ever branch out of that? Like, is there any content creator that you hate so much that you'll make a takedown video of them, or will you just sort of stick to like self-depreciating humor or things like that?
Well, yeah, I don't think. I mean, I made that one joke, but like, I don't think my entire channel is based on
Right.
that. But I do know. I assume I've done a few of that in the past. And I think it's funny every once in a while. But there are definitely some content creators that I might lash out at least once.
Which ones?
Like, Jesus Christ. For example, Oni Plays, which is a very, very,
Oh my
very
God.
like appreciated animator on YouTube, which I don't understand how he's still so admired by like everybody.
Wow, holy shit! This is a hot take. Hold on, Oni G, the animator.
Oni G, bro. I know. I used to be such a
Really?
big fan. Yeah, you want to hear what? You want to hear why?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
So, I used to watch his videos all the time. Like, I was obsessed with this guy. Like, I
Yeah.
used to watch, like, his live-action skits, his animations. Thought he was hilarious. Turns out he's a little piece of scum on the side of a boat because he constantly, like, is, like, ableist, he's racist, he's homophobic in many ways. And, like, I know that, like, a lot of ways can be, quote-unquote, like, dubbed by, his community as, like, just funny jokes.
Right.
But then sometimes they go from jokes to just like being a dickhead.
Right.
Because like he says like I'm not gonna say the F slur on here, but he says that all the time. And I know that his friends are gay, but like you just shouldn't really say that on the internet, man. Especially if you're straight. He's made like very ableist comments in the past. For example, like if you don't know what kiwi farms are like these basically like concentration camps for people with autism, and they like try to snuff them down and not let them be creative. And he was joking around with his friends about it, and he was like, yeah, they translate the autism for us to enjoy. And I was like,
Holy
ugh.
shit.
Yeah, it's awful. It's like I did a lot of research the other day, and I was like, it got to the point where I was like, because I knew he was bad, but I needed like a lot of evidence,
Right.
like I didn't, because I was so confused, because so many people, like there's so many fucking Oni animations, so many animators that I admire animate his bits, And I'm like, do you guys just not know? Like, what's going on here? And I hope they don't know, because if they did, I would, they would be fucked up. But like, it's so insane how many people just like just don't know about that stuff or don't care. He would like if there was someone I would lash out at, it would probably be him, because he is one of those creators who I admired and I was probably very inspired by when I started off YouTube. So it's sad to know that, and it seems like he's just like stuck in the old edgy Newground days where you say bad stuff to be funny, and he's just a big old baby. So that would probably be someone who I would want to abuse mentally. But otherwise, I like to think my comedy is pretty varied as well as my videos, but like, I don't think all my jokes are just self-deprecating.
Right. But you do some self-deprecating.
Yeah, every once in a while, yes, I do, yeah. But yeah, he would probably like him, and like I'm thankful that like I wasn't like big fans of like JonTron and what's his name, Carson, because like
Carson. My god, that canceling hurt.
Yeah, that must have sucked for people.
Oh
yeah,
my god.
I was never a fan of him, so I never
I was almost
got connected.
In tears when I heard it. Oh my god, it sucks so much.
Yeah, but yeah, so the feeling. Yeah. It's like, this content creator that you've been watching for years is like suddenly turns out to be a terrible person. You're like,
it's just horrible. Yeah. Well, you heard it first. Zarkflappysheep has canceled Oni G Plays.
Yeah, he's canceled now, officially. Right here.
On this
whenever this comes out in like a week. Podcast talk.
Maybe a month.
Month?
We got a big backlog.
Oh my god.
We got a backlog of videos.
Oh, yeah. I thought this was the first episode.
Of the podcast, yeah, we do other types of videos. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool. But yeah, there's not too many. I know that, for example, like I know that Egoraptor, Aaron Hansen, he definitely said some messed up stuff in the past, and he was, messed up. But it was like, that was that time period. That was like an edgy 2010 to 2015 time period where you could. I think he's definitely grown, but like he's also one thing that rubs, like he's definitely like nowhere near as bad as he was. But like one thing that rubs me the wrong way is his hypocritical nature to the way he used to be. Like there's clips of him like talking to Dan. They were like talking, and Dan like mentioned some like rock singer from the 90s who like just dropped N-bombs in his songs, and he was white, and and Aaron was like, that seems kind of weird to just say that, and like there are so many clips of Aaron saying the N-word like right there in the video, just from like 5 years earlier, like no less, like not 30. So it's it's like he's owned up to it, but like it seems like mentally he seems like he's kind of like has a blockade, or he's just trying to like cover it up. So obviously it's bad.
To be honest, I think he's just forgotten. He
I don't think he forgot. There was that whole. Did you see that whole? Like he edited out a lot of the N-words from his older animations. Like he literally edited them out of the video. And also there was that whole thing on Twitter where he was apologizing. Like there was a big thing. But I think what's going on with Aaron, like I think that like he's become almost like this like strange creature, I guess, because like there was that whole like dispute with Senior Pello. Did you hear about that?
No, I'm in the dark about this. Explain it to anybody who doesn't know, too.
Yeah, so Senior Pello, this YouTube animator that I love, he made this funny animation that was kind of parodying Storytime animators on YouTube, and it was all good fun. It was it was just poking fun at it. And Aaron came out of nowhere on Twitter and like criticized him for bullying, and he was like, "Whoa, that was nowhere near what I was trying to do." I mean, obviously it's like making fun of them, but like it's just like a funny goof. And Aaron was like, no, like this is all like I've had this happen to me before. It's such a toxic culture. And everybody got really mad at Aaron because he was just being like overreacting. And it seems like he has kind of a disconnect from how internet is nowadays. And like he's not as much of like the internet wizard like genius that he used to be, it seems.
Damn. Okay. Well, Egoraptor has been canceled by Zarkflappysheep too. You heard it.
I still like their content every once in a while. I definitely don't watch Game Grumps as much.
Yeah, I mean,
but I can still appreciate that stuff. Yeah. also like the old stuff, like, for like the edgy, bad word drops from, way earlier on YouTube. I can let that stuff slide because like that's kind of how things work.
Yeah, it was a different
Like
time.
it's like, it's like it's like canceling someone for saying something in a time period where socially that was acceptable.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not really as big of a deal to me. But it's more like with Oni, like all of his stuff is like recent, and I'm like,
Yeah,
God.
your problem is like he continues to do it.
And he hasn't gone
Right.
past that point. Yeah, exactly. And like it's sad. It's like I'm glad because like it seems like they're not friends anymore. I don't know what his take on it is because I love Super Mega. I'm pretty sure I've said Super Mega like 3 times in
You've
this
mentioned it
podcast.
quite a bit. Yeah.
But like I love Super Mega. I love Matt and Ryan, who are the two guys who run it. And I like they used to be really good friends with Oni and like that whole crew, but that was like 2016. So like I hope that Matt has realized what a piece of shit he is. But I have no. It's like they don't make content together at all anymore. Don't even seem to interact. So I assume they're just not in contact. I hope not because it's like, you know, if you know someone who's like, I don't know, like a raging pedophile, and your friend is just friends with them, like you're gonna lose some respect for the
Well,
friend.
I
you
wouldn't
know?
say like ableism and homophobia is the same as.
No,
Yeah.
it is overblown.
It
but
is
I'm just saying,
wrong,
like,
but
if someone's really bad
Yeah.
and someone's friends with that person, then
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's so yeah, I don't know. That's like it's like such a weird thing on YouTube. Like it's like every like YouTube animator is like either extremely blind to it or doesn't care, and it's kind of disturbing to me because there's so many like famous Oni animations. Like I mean, I personally I love some of the Oni animations. Like I think they're funny. I think they're great, and I can appreciate content when it doesn't intertwine with a person's beliefs. But like I feel like when you're a Let's Player, like you can't. It's very difficult to separate your beliefs with your content because it's literally just you talking.
Yeah, it's just a stream of consciousness. Almost
Exactly.
every single video.
So it's like I can't really appreciate like stuff like that. Like I can appreciate things created by terrible people if the thing itself is good.
Right.
But I can't appreciate it if like they're so intertwined with it.
Yeah. Well, I understand that. Yeah. Honestly, it seems like a lot of these YouTubers are sort of protected by like the cancel culture kind of movement that's going on. Yeah,
Right.
because like some people, so many people online are just like so anti cancel culture that they're just willing to overlook like horrible things from a lot of these guys.
That's
Yeah.
true, huh? Yeah. It's like you're so against this one thing, so you just like
Yeah,
you're
you're
blind
blind
to
to
another.
like all these. Yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Uh, hold on. Let me think what I was gonna say.
Oh, go ahead.
Like it's like it's what the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, that's right. So I really loved Oni and like I loved what's his name, Psychic Pebbles,
Right.
but like they did like a freaking whole ass podcast with like Shadman, and they're totally best buds
Oh
with
my God,
Shad Base,
really?
and that guy is a piece of
Yeah, he
shit
is, he
who
is,
draws
he is,
lollies,
he is.
and like it's like they're friends with that guy,
Oh.
and they're also and like people are friends with them. It's like this whole thing of like friends with, and it's like, oh god, like they're telling like funny stories about Shadman. It's like, fuck you,
Right.
okay? Shadman is a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, the only like OG animator that I don't think has had any big controversy is like Ross O'Donovan, or like
Yeah, Ross is like the most
Wholesome.
is like probably the like the most acceptable
Yeah.
guy by newer culture.
yeah, like the most wholesome Newgrounds animator.
Yeah, he's cool. I like personally like I didn't like I think he's great and all, but like I was never like a huge fan of his content. But I think that no matter what you say, like this guy is kind of a legend at this point.
Yeah, you gotta love Ross, honestly.
Yeah, he's awesome. I watch his Minecraft streams like every once in a while. He's very cool.
He is. He is.
But like I'm so glad that I grew up. Like I'm glad that I started YouTube when I did. Like obviously I didn't really have a choice because I'm a bit younger than all the 90-year-olds.
Right.
But like
right.
I'm glad that I did because chances are if I was like in the same era as those guys, I would have probably said some fucked up shit.
That is true.
because that my brain would probably just be like accustomed to that kind
Well,
of
weren't you
humor
in
on
middle
YouTube.
school? People say like really fucked up shit in middle school.
Oh yeah, I know, but like thank God, like I was surrounded by like parents and like people who knew that it was fucked up and
Right.
told me that it was
Okay.
fucked up. So like I don't have to like most people like a lot of people have like skeletons in their closet that they worry about all the
I
time when
do.
they're like going to be exposed. But I don't have
Right.
anything. Like I honestly like I cannot think of a single thing that is online or anywhere honestly like that I could be quote unquote like exposed about.
Right.
Like there's nothing I can think of. And I'm sure this is I bet this clip is gonna be taken out of context in like 3 years, and someone's gonna expose me for something. But like I can't think of anything. I'm very thankful for that because I'm glad that I grew up when I did, and now I can be a creator with kind of no weight on my
This
shoulders.
statement will be like very ironic, like 10 years later when
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Zarkflappysheep is like trending on Twitter or whatever. Zarkflappysheep is over
Yeah.
party or whatever.
So someone makes like an edit of me saying
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't have anything that can be canceled for this.
Oh.
But like I think I'm very lucky to not
Right.
have anything to worry about,
Honestly, yeah, canceling is like a very big trendy thing right now, but I don't think it's ever gonna go away. Really.
I think it's dying down a little bit. I think people are
It
starting to
might.
realize the flaws in cancel culture,
It is
thankfully.
dying, but I don't think like it'll ever like.
I don't think it'll probably not go away for a while.
Especially since like society's ideas have changed so much about all these terms, ableism, transphobia.
Society.
Oh my god, the one we live in.
No, but yeah. I think we're in a very strange point in society right now because we're at the point where a lot of it is totally accepting of everybody, and a lot of it is totally not accepting of everybody.
Well, honestly,
they're very
if
different.
you ask me,
and I know that I know that that's always kind of been how it like has been. But like right now it seems like it's a weird point where they're almost mixed because like a lot of people who are seem like terrible people. Some of them have like actually good opinions on a few things. They're very like open about that. So like it's a weird moment right now where it seems like some people are turning, and it seems like we're entering a new generation of people, obviously because we are. And like those people are being influenced by other people, and it's just like a very strange point right now. I think.
Well, if you ask me, it's like basically like the standard of what is acceptable has like increased to like include like all of these different groups, and not like allow like bigotry against all these different groups, but like a lot of people just haven't caught on. A lot of
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of like little. That's another thing. Like the era of like YouTube has like changed so much, and I think that good content is kind of maybe coming back, but like I don't really pay attention to the trending page, so
the babies have
I don't pay attention to like
the babies have
yeah. Exactly. Like I don't really pay attention to the trending
Right.
page because why would I pay attention to the trending
my
page?
God, so
But like
horrible.
it seems like, I mean, from what I can see, so I guess I wouldn't really know, but like it seems like it's kind of coming back. Like
Sort of.
really good content is getting a bit more pushed out by YouTube, but it seems like a lot of little babies are growing up on these awful people, like just terrible people, just Jake Paul,
go ahead.
fucking guava juice, like the most obnoxious people you
Guava
could
Juice-
ever see in your life.
Guava Juice is
And
annoying, but I wouldn't really say he's bad like Jake Paul.
he's not a bad person, but like he's bad in the way that just like he's fucking like melting these kids' minds before they can even
That is
speak.
very true. Well, actually, you know what? The way he depicts women is kind of gross in his videos. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't watched his videos a lot. It's probably true, but like it's like all that kind of like that terrible like screaming like hey what's up guys like it's so loud and like obnoxious, and it's just like terrible content for
Right.
these kids, and then these awful parents like just give them like a huge fucking iPad and let them go at it all day, and it's just like I have no idea what the generation the generation of kids that grew up with a huge iPad in their face for 7 years before they could even like function fully. Like I wonder how the fuck they're gonna look as adults, because I'm sure it's gonna be
not
awful.
well. I mean, honestly, they're probably gonna have a lot of like impulse control problems because.
Also, yeah, like mental issues, I'm sure is going to be a huge thing, because also a lot of these kids are like part of these awful like vlogging families, and like it's like such like a weird like
those
gross
fucking
thing going on.
vlogging families. I swear to God, they basically have this philosophy of like the therapy bills will pay themselves. Like Yeah, like, they
Yeah.
squeeze all the
It's
money they can out of their kids, but then like it's just like you're not raising your kids. You're just turning them into
it's
content.
awful, yeah. Like, dude, the other day I was walking along my street, and like there was these two parents and their kid who was like, I don't know, maybe like not like couldn't be older
What
than
street is
10.
that, by the way? And can we get a zip code?
Yeah. But like they were walking along. The kid was on like this fucking huge like iPhone 11
Right.
or whatever, and they were talking. Like the parents were talking, and the kid was just like walking. They were walking slowly so the kid could walk. The kid was just fucking staring at this phone, just not looking at anything else. Walking around. The kid falls. The kid trips because he's looking at the stupid phone. And what the parents do, just shows you exactly what I've been talking about. You would think it's their kid. They're gonna help the kid up.
Right.
No, they're not gonna help the kid up. They're gonna say, "Get up. You can't be looking at your phone all the time."
Right.
So what they have done is they have given a child a phone. They've given a child this huge piece of technology in their little stubby fingers. And then they say that you can't, like, they think that the kid has like impulse control to not look at the phone. Like, what the hell do you expect
Right.
when you give a kid that?
Yeah.
And then you don't even help him off the floor. He just tripped. And like they're just staring at him awkwardly, like standing there. He's like, "Get up." It's like, "You can do it." It's like, your kid isn't even old enough to like speak. Take the phone away. What is wrong with
How
you?
old was he? Like
Dude, I'm not even like
estimating,
maybe
yeah.
6,
6?
maybe
Oh,
6.
okay.
It's awful.
Yeah, it is.
Like he was
awful.
waddling down the street on the phone.
Oh yeah, and also, honestly, like a lot of these kids are getting like really bad ideas from these like really like rich peddlers or whatever. Like I don't know, I don't know how
Yeah.
to describe them. Like Mr. Beast and whatever. It's I don't.
Yeah, like they're thinking like that's what they want to be when they grow up.
They
You know?
want to be like YouTubers to get like ballin' money and like Ferraris, and it's just like, kid, it's probably not gonna happen. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. And also, that's a terrible goal.
That is.
It's like I'm so like I'm so intrigued on like how these huge blowout YouTubers are gonna look in like, I don't know, 20 years, because like for obviously you can't do that forever, and obviously like you're gonna be so ashamed if you have any like mental capacity for anything anymore. You're gonna be so ashamed of like everything you've done.
No, actually,
because
I disagree. They're gonna be popular forever.
No?
Because there's always gonna be kids on YouTube. There's always gonna be parents handing their like phones, or they're always gonna be relevant.
oh, I don't mean like the type of content.
Okay.
I know that's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
gonna be around forever. I mean like the physical YouTubers. Like when they get older, like they're gonna realize that their entire life was like probably spent like scamming little kids and making the shitty content to blow out and make a bunch of money. And obviously, oh wow, you made so much money. You were so successful. But what the fuck do you have to show for it? You think you can go around and like show your friends, show your grandkids like, yes, I made this video where we put a bunch of Orbeez on a trampoline. Like, it's not going to be something you can be proud of,
Right.
and it's going to be very sad.
Yeah. Also, I think you're right. But I also think like they just don't have like a moral backbone to begin with. If they're gonna be if they're like peddling out this kind of content towards kids.
That's true, yeah. So, I don't even know. But, like, if you had any kind of, sympathy, you would be ashamed of yourself when you're older, because it's just awful.
Especially like, have you fucking seen like some of these channels do like horny baiting for kids?
Yes, it's awful, dude.
It is.
Fucking Among Us horny videos, like it's terrible. And also, all the live action stuff, like kissing challenge with like who like. First of all, little kids are probably wanking their chains to that thing, and like that's probably something that and you probably know it, and you're probably doing it because they love it so much.
It's
like
softcore.
It's awful.
It's porn for kids who haven't discovered Pornhub, basically. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like porn for little kids.
Yeah.
All they have to look up is like 2 girl kissing on YouTube. Like it's something that's so like toxic for their brains. And I'm just like, dude, it's like. It's been progressively getting worse for kids growing up on the internet. I think.
It has. Honestly, like, say what you will about like traditional cable or television, at least it had like wholesome family content.
Yeah, like I mean, I never even watched TV when I was a kid, really. But like I grew up on like cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
Like thankfully I wasn't like watching someone like Jake Paul do garbage and like
Mr. Beast.
I like the only
$1 million
YouTuber
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the only YouTuber that ever came close to being like to like quote unquote raising me, which it's not that close, is Jacksepticeye, I guess. Like that was the only guy who like I told my parents about when I was like talking about him, you know. So it was like I guess he had like I was pretty young, so. But like he didn't have that much of an effect on me, thankfully, and also he's not that bad. Like he's like very wholesome YouTuber, so it's like he like that kind of person I think is okay to grow up on, at least at a certain point. But like these people are just like so terrible. Like they're just legitimately terrible people.
They are.
Like morally or not, like they're doing shitty things. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just depressing.
Especially the family vloggers, like fuck you. Fuck you. Raise your kid. Put down the camera and raise your kid. Like god damn it.
I know it's awful. Like I'm sure there's gonna be like a million lawsuits like over the kids like suing their parents when they grow up for like abuse because they're literally like controlling their entire life.
We already know like how fucked up Hollywood is to like child actors. Like
it's probably a million times worse here.
It is, yeah, because this is your own parents doing it now. Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks, and like I feel like everything in your life would be so fake and like acted out by your parents. It's just like so terrible, man.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
Right.
So you've been very open about your bisexuality on your YouTube channel. And how has your experience been as like openly bisexual on YouTube? Do you get any hate comments, and if so, like how do you deal with them?
I don't actually. Thankfully, I don't actually have any big experiences with hate comments and stuff like that. You know, my fan base was created by these pretty like
how do the 7-year-olds
cringe
react, you know?
Well, I don't think they did because they don't have the capacity to like they probably I'm pretty sure like all those subs I got like subscribed and then fucking left. So it's like I made like, you know, you probably saw like, you know, the gay video and all that. So like I've been pretty like it's not like my focus, but like people know about it if you've seen my content. So it's like I'm pretty sure the fans that can be accumulated from my content, like from the content that I make, it's very unlikely for them to be homophobic, just because of like what kind of content I make. But like there are definitely some stupid fuckers in the comments once in a while who are, you know, not just homophobic, but, you know, like racist and like everything. Yeah, but you're always gonna get that. But it hasn't been very heavy on dissing me. I think it's probably because like, you know, I'm not like saying it in every video like, oh my god, I am so gay. Like no, I like, you know, it's an underlying tone that's not important at all because who cares, and you know that's just kind of there. So I you know, if you watch the awesome people video, you know there are definitely some stupids in the chat, but you know it has not been very bad. Like there hasn't been any traumatizing experiences for me, thankfully.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next question. Hold on, let me just read it. For the viewers watching at home, this is very like last minute. I just wrote these questions up. So I'm doing some.
This is all part of this is all part of the podcast. He's actually acting.
Yeah. This is a little quality control.
This is a bit.
Acting.
This is a little bit we're doing. Yeah, this is a funny bit.
So you mentioned that you do like a mix of content, you know, like live action animation, skits, and movie reviews. Do you ever find yourself like preferring one medium more than the other, or do you just like them all equally?
I feel like I like them all equally because like it keeps things fresh for me, because I feel like I never want my content to just like go to one thing. Like so many people are just like, make more animations, like man, and like I don't want it to be like that because it was never like that.
Right.
I always had varied content, and I was always like all this different stuff put together, you know. So I think with varied content, it gives me space to be more creative. Like I you know, animations are great, live actions are great. Those weird like commentary videos are great as well. And like by giving myself options, I don't always have to confine myself to something. So like imagine I like my entire channel is animation. This is the scenario. And I can only make animation, like that's just my formula. So I have this video idea that involves like a whole like thing where like like I have to have like other people acting out, and like there's like, I don't know, some very visual like gags and stuff like that, and it just does not work in animation. Well, just throw it out. Like That's it.
Right.
So I never want to be in that corner, you know? I want to have options for what path to take.
Right.
Because I think that, when you are confined into a corner, sometimes that can be creatively good. Like it makes your brain work differently. But I think for me, I always want to have the options and accessibility to like other kinds of content, because personally, like obviously, I love making animations, but I also really enjoy making those because I think that the commentary videos are also a pretty good example of how mixed my content can be, because it's a mix of whatever I'm talking about, like clips or images. It's a mix of actual animation. It's a mix of like a lot of editing. It's a lot of like sound effects, a lot of stuff like that. So it's like another, like, even inside the mixed videos is mixed content. So I always want to keep it like that, just because I don't want to like, and I know that it's probably like, honestly, at least in my near future, I cannot see that those kinds of videos ever doing well besides animations. But like, as long as like I can still make them.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. That's
Oh, okay.
basically it.
Do you ever feel like pressure to make you've mentioned like your animations get the most views? Do you ever feel like pressure towards making animations just for the views, or?
Thankfully I'm not living off YouTube
Right.
yet, at least. So no, I don't. I mean, like, people have said it. Like, people have said, like, you should only make animations and make like a separate channel for everything else. It's like, nah, I'm good. Because like, obviously they're always gonna get more views, and sometimes they don't, because like I made a whole ass music video and that shit only got 10,000. So it was not an insane blowout like the other
Right.
two that I posted. But like, they're always going to get more views, and that's going to be pretty cool. And I can make a pretty goddamn penny from those, because the Joker one, that one got a shit ton. And dude, I made like like a month's rent with that. So
Nice.
that was pretty cool. Yeah. But like, I think that I'm always going to be producing different kinds of content, and like I do like get that people like channels that are like one thing, because that's just how YouTube is structured. But I don't think I'm ever going to conform to that, sadly. I mean, sadly for some people, for me, it's
Yeah,
good.
well, good on you. Really, I do I sort of admire that. You're not like really following the trends. You're just putting out content that you want to put out.
All right, thank you.
Moving on to the next question. Let's see. Fuck.
We might have to wrap it up soon. We're going a bit over the time limit here.
Oh shit. Do you have to be anywhere?
No, I don't. But
Okay.
I thought you. I don't know. I don't know if you have like a conformed like section.
No, I don't have anything. I could have sworn this would only take like 30 minutes. How much time have we been here?
At least like 40.
40. Holy shit. Okay. Well, shit. Let's just speed run this podcast. Fuck it.
All right.
Anything percent. Where do you see the future of your channel going in the next 5 years? Especially as you continue to gather like a substantial following.
Well, I hope that it becomes something bigger than it is
Right,
now.
of course.
According to this like weird website that I looked at the other day, if I hadn't posted anything, I would have eventually hit just like 200,000 subs in like 2 years. So with now that I'm posting again, hopefully that's gonna go up a little bit more. But I want. It's weird because I know that most people see my videos through recommendations, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So they're always gonna find a video, and then you're always gonna go to the channel and be like, watch all this other stuff, and it's gonna be like, oh, they don't only make this, and it's like whatever you found and whatever you're interested in. If you have a very narrow mindset, you're gonna be like, nah. So it's gonna be weird, I think. But I hope that I can gain a fan base that actually appreciates every kind of content that I make, because I'd much rather my videos all make an equal viewer base than some doing insanely amount of better with like predictive qualities to it.
Where do you see yourself in terms of content? Are you just going to continue this
Content?
trend of like sort of like everything or?
Well, I hope that I think I'm definitely going to keep my content varied, but I also I've dabbled in other kinds of content like video game videos. Which I think I'm definitely going to start making a little bit of those at least. And I want to start trying out music every once in a while, maybe. Because I've made some songs before, and I think they're all right. And, if anything, I'm going to expand the types of videos that I
Okay.
make. But I would like to like
Zarkflappysheep mixtape dropping when?
at some point,
Okay.
2037.
2030. Oh my
But
god. You might be dead by
but
then.
that's
Yeah.
true. It would be like 102, right? That's how time works.
I think so. Yeah.
But I like I definitely want to. I don't know how people view myself because that's impossible. But I definitely want to keep my videos staying of quality because
Right.
I've always had this rule where I'm like I don't put if I don't think a video is good, I like literally just don't like a video that I make. Even if I put all this time and effort into it, I just don't post it. And it's like this rule that I think has definitely benefited my channel a lot because I think that you could just go through all my videos, and to a certain point because then they start to get old and bad because I was younger. But you could just go through all my recent videos in like the past 2 years and just have a grand old time. I
Right.
think I think every single video that I posted has been great, and I think that they've all been of like my best quality. So that's my goal. I never want to post a mediocre video because I feel like my with the standard that I've created, for me at least, it's like when I want it to be like when people see like that little notification like, oh, Zarkflappysheep posted it, like I want them to get excited, like I want it to always be like this whole new adventure.
Right.
I want my content to be of a constant quality, varying in content, like the types of content, but I always want it to be really, really good.
Speaking about that, for new time viewers who have like never seen your channel before and just tuning into the podcast and all that, what video of yours would you recommend they watch first as of now?
That's a tough
Right.
one because obviously I have so many different kinds, but I think a video that I think it like perfectly captures because I also a lot of my stuff is improv. One day I have like an idea for a video, and then I don't write a script or anything. I just go and start filming stuff or animating stuff or whatever. I just go,
Right.
So a lot of my stuff is not planned. I guess it's not really improv, but it's not planned at least. And it's so some of my best videos are spawned from that kind of like destructive quality. You know what I mean? So I think that a video that perfectly it's like a silly video. I'm doing like a voice, but like a video that perfectly captures the energy that I want to give off for my channel is probably the video called Best TikToks.
Right.
And it's a joke because it's not Best TikToks. It's because I posted that video and then right before that I posted Best Clocks. And the Best Clocks one is actually a compilation of my TikToks, and the Best TikToks one is a compilation of top 10 best clocks.
Wow.
So it was this little joke, this bit, but I made it in one night, and I only made it because of the other video, because I was like, oh, I'll do this joke where I make best clocks and best TikToks. Sorry about that. And so I made it because of that, but from that, I think I spawned just a very funny video that you never get tired of. It's only a minute long, so you don't get tired of it. It's very funny. It's very sporadic. I think it's just great. I was on a roll.
Right.
So I think that if you're gonna watch one, you should definitely check out that one.
The best clocks or best TikToks? Which one?
The best
Right,
TikToks
okay,
one.
okay. Right.
And wait, hold on. I don't know
What
if
are
I
your
changed the name
opinions on
back
TikTok,
to make.
by the way? Vine or TikTok? Which one do you think is better?
Oof, Vine definitely.
Oh my god!
Even though Vine
I'm
wasn't.
so there with
Even
you.
though Vine. Even though Vine wasn't, perfect, definitely better than
Oh
TikTok.
my god! I'm so
Yeah, it was.
there
It was.
with you. Like TikTok it does have some Vine-like videos, but Vine just had a quality of humor that was just
Yeah, the feeling that it gave you was totally
yeah,
different.
Yeah, TikTok's more I don't know. It's more like preteen type of content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's. I have even more of a following on TikTok. I have 300,000 followers on TikTok.
300,000. What the heck? Oh
Yeah,
my
I know,
God.
it's kind of insane, right?
What are you posting on there?
Just fucking animations once in a while, but then a lot of mostly just live action
Right,
stuff. But dude, I fucking hate that place. I cannot express enough the fact that I'm just not even a little bit excited about 300,000 followers on there because
TikTok. I mean TikTok.
it's cool and it's cool and all that I have 300,000, but it's when you post on there.
Right.
For one, it's not even ensured that your followers are going to see the video that you post or even get notified.
Oh yeah, because it don't have a search feature.
That's
it's
not
all
how it
based
works.
on the algorithm, isn't it?
Exactly. You can't even look up videos. So it's like, it's such a disposable app. It's like you can put so much fucking effort into a video. So much effort. And one, it might not even get any views. Like, it might just not do well because it's luck based. And it's like, so that would suck. But even if it does do well, dude, no one is gonna watch that again ever in their life. No one's gonna scroll down your page to watch that specific video.
They might see it again on a YouTube compilation or something.
Right, but like, who watches TikTok YouTube compilations? You know, like it's more like, I mean I know people do, but like that's not the point. It's more like people who like your content are probably never gonna see that video that you put all that time and effort into again. Whereas on YouTube, you can make put a lot of effort into a video. And then for your fans, that becomes a classic. Right. And they go and watch it again later, you know? Yeah. That's just not an option on TikTok. That's not something you can do. And it sucks. And that's why I have to stop myself from putting effort into TikToks because I know that like when it stops, like even if it blows up or not, like when it stops getting views, that shit's gone forever. Yeah. No one's going to go back.
Quote me now, and this might sound like really bad or it might be accurate, like 100% accurate. TikTok is going to go the way of Vine. Like 5 years from now, it is not a sustainable like program.
It's worse. It's already it's already worse than Vine.
Like, the thing is,
the
thing is like if you're a content creator and you're posting on TikTok, they have a time limit, right?
Wait, what do you mean?
They have a time limit? Like Vine had like a 6-second time limit. I'm not familiar.
Oh, they have 1 minute time limit. Yes.
If you're a content creator and you want to make content and you want to
you're so confined.
Right, you're confined. Yeah. If you want to branch out, you've already got a big following on TikTok. Where do you go? YouTube. So I think YouTube is just going to absorb TikTok eventually. All these creators who got their starts on TikTok, and we're just going to get like another Vine invasion on YouTube, like Lele Pons or whatever,
Right. There are a lot of TikTokers that I really love who make these cool ass animations or videos or whatever, and I'll be so happy if they came over to YouTube. But there's also other ones that I fucking hate, and I would hate it if they came to YouTube. But I know that they will at some point because they're so famous and they don't want to drop that.
Followings with them and
exactly, and then it'll be another YouTube apocalypse for a little bit.
TikTok brothers or whatever, The Paul brothers came from Vine, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll get like our own Jake Paul or whatever 5 years from now.
Exactly. So like it's. I don't know, man. At certain points, like I think right now I'm at that point where I'm just kind of like fed up with it because, sometimes I'm cool with it and I'm like, this is great. This is funny stuff. I'm doing well on here and people are watching my content. Right. But then I started thinking about it more. Like I just went back to some of my older videos today. Like I scrolled down my page, and I was like, dude, this is so funny. and it was like, but it didn't have any. It was like I don't know, like 200 views.
Right.
And it was like, I was like, this is like really good, I think, and I put a lot of effort into it. And like, I don't know if you saw the soy video that I posted on YouTube. Did you see that?
No, I'm sorry, I haven't.
That's all right. Well, that one was originally made for TikTok, and there's so much fucking effort into that video. It didn't do well at all because you just can't control it, and people don't even know when you post. So, dude, my videos are getting hundreds of views. Right. And I have 300,000 followers, and they're getting hundreds of views. Hundreds. Yeah. Like, that's it. So, it's like, what the hell is even happening here? So, it's like, I literally have to stop myself from putting effort into TikToks, because it's like a burst of serotonin, and then you're done. Like, if you're viewing, like, you see a funny TikTok, and you like it, you're like, ha, that was great! You're never gonna see it again in your entire life. Like, that shit is gone forever, unless you, like, save it. But even if you save it, you're probably never gonna watch it again. Like, and at least for maybe you will for a few times, but like then it's gonna like pile up, and the other saved one's gonna be in its place. So it doesn't matter. Like, it's just depressing to me because all this stuff is just going in and out of the drain. Right.
And honestly, it's I think TikTok just like accentuates like a modern day problem that a lot of people have of like just like monkey brain. Where, like, they'll just let, like, fucking, like, the algorithm just control everything about them, like, YouTube
it's awful.
YouTube recommendations, Twitter, and TikTok, it takes it to, like, the final peak where you're unable to just do absolutely anything.
Yeah, it's very, like, dude, my videos just randomly get taken down for, like, their main thing is minor safety, whatever the fuck that means. They never explain it, but like they just take down anything, and they just slap that on it, and then and then it's gone forever. Like, dude, one time, like I was commenting on the social outlook of LGBTQ people on TikTok and criticizing it, and it got taken down because I was talking about gay people, and I was like, what the fuck, like. It's so like stupid and messed up, and like TikTok is constantly also muting gay voices,
I believe it.
which, and they're also like the actual app itself is very problematic, like just everything behind it.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, man. Like I left, like I feel like I can't leave. It's it's this weird thing where it's like you can't bring yourself to just leave because
it's got a hold of your monkey brain, bro. It's got a...
right. Like because every once in a while I do find like videos that I really like on there, but then I never watch them again, and it's like, dude, like that shit was so good, and there was so much effort put into this, but I'm never gonna see it again. Like it's so depressing to me because on YouTube I like. With my liked videos playlist, you know how you get a little playlist of all your liked videos?
Oh, yeah.
I don't like go sporadically liking every single video that I enjoy. I like videos that I want to watch again. You know what I mean? So I like, it's a very confined, like it's a very like, you know, precise playlist of all these videos that I like want to watch again in the future. And it's excessively long at this point, but at least I have it. Like, at least I can go back. And even if I don't, I can still go back and, like, watch videos. You can't look up videos on TikTok.
Yeah, you can only look up creators or something, right?
You can look up creators and hashtags. Like, that's it. And it's so, like, messed up. Because there's so much amazing stuff on there that I would love to see again. But I just, like, literally have no idea how I could even find it.
Yeah. But also, I honestly, I think TikTok prefers it that way because it just accentuates, like, monkey brain. Because it keeps on, like, just peddling you more and more content through the algorithm, and you just stay there longer. Yeah,
it's very not a good place.
It is.
But I can't. Yeah, again, I can't bring myself to leave. I hope it gets shut down. I cannot wait for it to get shut down because I can just take that off my shoulders.
And then we can get like the TikToks that cured my depression compilations on YouTube.
If you could find them again.
Of course.
But yeah. I guess it was kind of the same. I wasn't really active on Vine because I was so young. But like I was active, like I watched Vine, but I didn't know how it worked. So like I don't know if it was like a similar situation like saving wise or like watching again wise. But either way, on Vine at least there was like these very like long compilations of like specific creators and stuff like that. TikTok is just not like that. Like it's such a jumble and such a mess of like all these thousands and thousands and thousands of people who are, some are like babies and some are like super old and some are middle aged, and it's like, oh my god. And it's just so much stuff going on at the same exact time, and it's so hard to consume it all, and it's so hard like when you do consume it at all. So it's like, and memes on there, they come and go in like 2 days. It's like all these trends. It's like people like just molding their brains into whatever they want. People believe whatever they hear. It's just such a mess.
Yeah. And there's also like a lot of TikToks just like based off of like, you know, like there's a lot of content based off of like beauty and things like that, and it's just like it gives kids like a bad like ideas like body dysmorphia and all those problems. Yeah.
I am so fucking tired of seeing hot people on TikTok. Like, there's so many trends that are literally just like
about being hot,
like about being hot and like doing like having like a song, yeah, just like doing some shit that's attractive, and then like everybody's like homina, and it's like no, that's not what content is. That's not. This should not have
content.
This shouldn't have.
You were so right. Good content is not being pretty and dancing. It's so much more than that.
Yeah, this video should not have 2 million views. Like, that's not something that shouldn't work like that. Like, TikTok, I feel like it's given the place for all these fucking teens and all these, like, people to just, like, what?
I think the audience of these, like, good-looking...
No, not the audience. I mean, like, the creators.
Yeah.
Like, all these, like, teens, young adults, all these, like, hot-ass, like, whatever. Like, these people who are just attractive, and by teens, I mean, like, anywhere in the teens. You could be 18, 19, you could even be, like, a minor. But, like, exactly. Like, but it's, like, all these people are, like, given this platform, and what they do is they just, like, do hot stuff, or, like, kinky shit, and
Softcore porn,
it's like, yeah, and it's like, it's giving it, and then it's giving them validation for it, which should not be there. And it's like, you know, on YouTube, if you just posted a thirst trap, you would not get a lot of fucking oversight. But on TikTok, you could just like, you would have no followers, and then post a thirst trap, and out of nowhere, you could just blow up. And it's like, it's this horrible thing, one, for the mind of the person who did it, and also, because the person who did it gets that, it's giving them, like, this horrible, like, source of power. And it's like, dude, you should not be able to just blow up and make real money from you just, like, having tits. Like, it's not good for anybody. It's just depressing.
Yeah, sort of. I guess. I mean,
What do you
to
mean?
some extent, like, there's a lot of industries based off of people's looks, like supermodels. And,
Oh yeah, sure. But I mean, like, I mean, like, it's giving these people all this validation for practically nothing.
Right. Yeah, they're not putting
And
that much
that's-
effort
that-
into it, is what you're saying.
And that's not good any way you look at it, you know?
Yeah, you should make good content, not just, like, look good.
And that's the problem with TikTok. Like, you don't have to make good content to blow up.
That is true.
You know? And I know that's the same with YouTube, but at least there's more.
I mean, on
quote unquote
YouTube's a
effort.
whole
Like, there's more.
different beast. On YouTube, it's like
Right, but there's more, like, even if it's not effort, there's more time put into the videos. On TikTok, you could spend like 5 minutes on a video, post it, blow up, make money, get validation, blow your head up because you think that you're the biggest person in the world. And it's just terrible for the person who made it, and also for everybody who watches it.
5 years from now, we're gonna have like 100 different controversies over TikTok creators, because it turns out that a lot of these people who blew up because they look good are just like terrible people. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
like, you kids, it's unavoidable.
wasn't that one Mobbox guy? Hold on, I forget his name. If you're watching this, put his name down in the comments. There was like some like guy who was making Mobbox videos. He got canceled for like pedophilia or something like that. They found out that he was doing on TikTok. Oh yeah.
I think I saw some of his videos.
Yeah. Horrible guy.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, it gives people like that an easy ass platform that anybody can get into.
I think that's like what's so attractive about TikTok and what's so unattractive about it. It's like you can think of an idea and you can just be filming it and get it posted in like the same day. Even like just in an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Less than an hour, man.
Yeah.
That's why I have to stop myself from putting effort, because I know that it's such a disposable video.
Right.
And I know that I should much rather, and it's much better idea to be putting effort into YouTube.
Yeah, it is. Okay, moving on to our next question.
All right, let's finish this up soon. I think I might have to go.
Okay. Fuck it. I might have to skip a few questions then.
Animation. Right. You can always continue another day if you want.
Continue it another day. What are you, crazy? Out of your mind? Yeah, I guess we could continue it another day
if that's something that seems like good for the podcast, but otherwise, whatever. Do whatever you want.
Wait, how many minutes are we? We're an hour and 12? Okay, yeah, let's wrap it up. You seem to be... fuck, these questions suck. Holy shit.
You seem to have green hair. Tell me about that.
Fuck. Oh, sorry. I'm like in panic mode.
It's all right.
Okay. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too fears what he's created? Steve Buscemi, Spy Kids 2. How do you feel about this quote?
Is this a question? Is this real?
Yes, it is from...
I definitely... well, I know that it's real. Love that movie.
It's a great movie.
I think that Steve Buscemi delivering that line gives it more power because he is Steve Buscemi. And also, the writers are mad fucking geniuses because what they did, they went like, they were like, all right, we're going to make this movie and it's not going to be that good. Okay? But we're gonna put this genius line into it and it's going to blow people's minds. Sorry. But like we're gonna make this movie for kids, and then they're gonna hear this line, and they're gonna shit their pants, and then all these kids shit their pants, and there was this whole like controversy because they were like, well, "Dude, why would you?
Yeah, it was like a Pokemon Porygon episode, except like it was shitting pants instead of seizures.
Jesus Christ. Okay, all right, let's finish this bad boy up.
Well. Fuck, okay, let me just get my last question in. You seem to be a man of many contents, from comedy animations to live action videos to even more recently Wait, we've already covered this. Animation is a very tough thing to produce, and it's even tougher on YouTube. How do you keep yourself going when a big animation project that must have taken immense amounts of effort doesn't pan out in terms of like views that you wanted or hoped for, or you know what, even like live action stuff.
Well, I move on.
Oh, okay.
At least I try to. I it's always sad when I put a shit ton of effort into something. For example, that music video,
Right.
and it doesn't
Oh,
do
I
that
liked
well,
it.
or at least as well as the other ones. But like I'm kind of I'm not all about like how like I'm less about like the fame and stuff, and more about like I'm glad that people are watching my
Right.
videos. Like I want people to just like I want obviously I would like more, but it's not like oh man I want these views because they're views. I want these views because I want people to actually just like and see my content. You know what I mean?
I get that.
So I think that I make an animation and it doesn't do that well. I'm just like, all right, and I continue on because that's if I stop at that, then what like my content is just gonna end
Okay.
because not all my videos do well, obviously.
Well, that's honestly a great what do you call it, philosophy, I guess, to have, or attitude to have towards making content on YouTube. Well then, thank you for being on our podcast, Zarkflappysheep. You
Yeah, of
can
course.
find him on TikTok, of course.
Not TikTok.
TikTok and YouTube under the username Zarkflappysheep. Do you want to
Yeah.
promote anything?
Yeah, I'm making a big movie. It's called Avengers 2.
Avengers 2. Okay, nice. Wait, that already came out.
No, it's the new Avengers
Oh,
2.
okay.
No, the Age of Ultron came out. Now we're making Avengers 2.
Age of Ultron, wasn't it in like 2014?
Yeah, there was Avengers, and then there was Avengers Age of Ultron, and now we're making Avengers 2.
Okay. Anyway, anyways, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do, you'll be entered for. We'll shout you out in our next video. Shout out to Chozo Mozo who commented, "Hey, Epic Gamers" on our last video, and yeah, it's been fun. That's the end of the podcast. Thank you for watching.
Awesome. See you guys
ya.
later.
Okay. And
All right, sick, bro. That was awesome, man. That was it. Oh yeah. Do you have an email? Oh wait, it's a video. Yep. I'll export it to